Hi guys, so I'm not gonna, really, I don't think, show my face in this vlog, just because I don't really want to, and, not really sure what I'm gonna be talking about. Today, I haven't done anything, because I just woke up, I woke up at like 3:40 something, and that's in the afternoon. I don't wake up till in the afternoon most days, so that's why. Up there are my dogs. If you can see them, it won't focus on them, but they're running away. And, yeah, I'm just out here walking around and getting a little bit of exercise. It's really cold outside, so this vlog probably won't be that long. I don't know. One thing I did want to mention was last night, I don't know why, but for some reason, like, I was, reading some fanfiction. Yes, fanfiction, and it was Glee fanfiction. And, it was for Britannia. It was on YouTube, too, by the way. And, so I finished reading it, and in the story, they were actually talking about, because, like, in the story, they had actually had Finn, something happened to him, and, he wasn't there anymore. And so, that got me to thinking about the quarterback episode, of course. And so, after, I don't know, probably 10 minutes of debating whether I should watch it or not, or watch parts of it or whatever or not, I decided that I would, because, I don't know, I guess, because that episode is a really good episode, but it also makes you cry and everything, but it's a good episode, and so I decided I was going to watch it. And I watched, I didn't watch the actual episode itself, but I watched, clips and stuff of it, and, the performances and stuff, and, I was still crying, even though it wasn't the full episode, but I was also watching one person's reaction video thing to it, and I was crying so much, my whole face was just, full of, wet with tears and everything, and it was so, so sad just to watch it again, because, whenever you watch that again, then the memories, just come flooding back of him, season 1, 2, 3, and even 4, even though 4, I didn't like season 4, but, I like to remember him from seasons 1, 2, and 3, but, those memories just come flooding back and everything, and then it makes you want to cry even more, because you're like, he's really gone, and it's not just in the episode, he's actually gone forever, and, it makes you so upset, and you just want to cry and cry and cry about it if you are or you are a fan of Corey, then you know what I'm talking about, and you know how painful it can be to, lose someone like that, and, it was really, hard on me whenever I first found out, because my best friend actually told me, or, well, she didn't tell me, but she, on the day, she actually said, "Did you hear what happened to Corey?" I think is what she said. And I said no, and I was at my uncle's house at the time, and I didn't have really good internet there, so I couldn't find out, and so I was like, no, but don't tell me, I'll just look it up whenever I get home. And so, whenever I got home, I looked it up, and I was like, no way, this cannot be real. And, I started, getting really upset, because you guys are probably not going to believe this, but the night, a couple nights before it happened, I actually had, a dream, and I did not understand it, but, there was, this, I don't know, I guess it's a cop, that's in Canada or something, but see, I didn't recognize them, because, the, cops here in America, or in the USA, do not look like that, so I was really confused as to why I was dreaming about it, but I remember he was back behind a podium thing, and he was talking to people, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. And then I woke up. But that was all I remember. And then it was literally probably 2 or 3 days later, whenever I found out about Corey. And, I literally just started, sobbing because I felt like I could have stopped it somehow, even though I couldn't have. I just felt like, oh my God, I could have stopped it all because I dreamt about it, but I didn't even know anything was going to happen to him. I did not know anything was going to happen to anybody. I just thought it was one of those dreams, where it's just like a strange dream, And so, whenever, it happened, I was just like, I did not understand why I dreamt about that just a few nights before, and it actually happened, because I've had, like, deja vu moments before. I've dreamt about something before it happened lots of times before, but never about someone dying or anything, and I just did not know how to react to that, and it was so upsetting for me, because whenever I told my friends, they were just like, no, really? And I'm like, yeah, really, I dreamt about that, and they were just, like, shocked that I could even, I guess, dream that would happen before it did, and I just didn't know, like, I didn't understand how it could happen, but it was really, it was just hard on me, I guess, because, I was thinking I could have prevented the whole thing, even though I couldn't have. I was just thinking that in my mind. I'm like, you could have stopped it, and, I mean, I couldn't have, obviously, but in my mind, I was like, you could have stopped this. Why didn't you say something to somebody? I mean, even if I would have known it was him, there was no way I could have even gotten into contact with anybody, telling him not to go to Canada, whenever he did, because, I mean, how would I have even got a hold of them? And by the time I found out, they would have probably been like, oh, well, we can't do anything about it, and it would take a little while, and then, he would have probably already been gone, and then they would have been questioning me how I knew that was going to happen, and all kinds of stuff like that. And so I was like, maybe it was a better thing not to know that it was him. I mean, that sounds really awful, and I know a lot of you are probably gonna maybe hate me for saying that, but that's the problem with, having something like that happen, and I don't know, it's just, it's still, like, in my mind about how that happened and everything. I mean, I remember whenever I watched the video of the cop announcing what had happened, I remember plain as day that from my dream, and it freaked me out beyond belief. I was just like, what? How can this happen, Because I just dreamed about it a couple of nights before, and I did not understand how that could actually happen in real life, and I was crying and everything, because I was like, no, he can't really be gone. I'm like, this is just a joke. No way, he's not gone. And I guess it was like that denial that everybody gets, whenever they find out someone like that is gone. They don't want to believe it. And plus, with all the rumors that go around about famous people, half the time they're like, oh, so-and-so is dead, or whatever, you don't want to believe it, because there's been rumors going around about people before. I can't really think of any right now, but I know that there's been rumors of people, like famous people before, going around like, oh, they died last night, blah, 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 blah. But this one is actually real, and then that led me to believe that, if that one was real, how do we not know that some of the other ones couldn't have been, like, well, I mean, I know obviously they weren't real, but some of them could have been, and it could have been just like this, you would have been denying it, like, nope, they're not dead. No, they're not dead. And then, but it was true with him, and that was what made it really hard. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dog freaking barking, but he's on our porch right now, and I'm up through here walking, and he just, like, is really upset about that. But that was all I really wanted to say. This vlog ended up being longer than I thought it would be. Hopefully, pretty soon, I might be able to actually go places and vlog there. Hi, Shiloh. But I don't really know. I kind of don't feel very comfortable vlogging in front of people yet. But if I do go places, like, if, like, we go somewhere, we're thinking about maybe going to Lake Lanier. I'm not sure if we can or not, but if we do, I'm definitely going to vlog that. It will probably be quiet for most of the time, for me, talking anyways. You might hear other people in the car talking, but if we do go, I will record as much of that as I can for you guys, and then I'll upload it on here. So, yeah, hopefully everything will work out to where we can go. I really hope so, because I really want to go. And, if you guys have, like, any video ideas, like, if you want me to talk about something, or, like if it's Glee related, or like what my reaction was to like a certain episode, as long as it's not episode like, or season 4 and anything from there, because I didn't really watch season 4, but anything except for season 4, like what was my reaction to it, or what happened in whatever episode, like what I thought about that, or anything like that, or what I think of, you know, a certain couple or something, you know, you can go ahead and ask me in the comments below, or leave a comment below telling me you want me to talk about that, or anything really. I guess just no advice, or no relationship advice stuff, I guess. So, yeah, that's it, I think. But I will actually talk to you guys tomorrow, or a couple days from now, maybe. I'm thinking of taking a little break because it's kind of stressful a little bit. Like, I realize how stressful it can be to just like upload every day, because you have to actually come up with stuff to talk about and everything. So it can be kind of stressful. So I understand what people mean by it's stressful and everything. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. And, yeah, okay. Bye.